In the shimmering blue of the Eastern Mediterranean, where history and myth blur together, a new military force is quietly reshaping the balance of power. Greece, the land of hoplites, phalanxes, and enough ancient war stories to make Hollywood jealous, is once again flexing its muscles. But this time, it's not spears and shields, it's stealth fighters, advanced submarines, and a defense doctrine forged in the heat of modern geopolitical rivalry. And here's the twist. In 2025, Greece isn't just playing defense. It's rising as one of the most capable militaries in the region, a transformation so rapid that even its longtime rival Turkey is starting to sweat more than a kebab on a hot grill. Ranked 30th out of 145 countries in global military power, Greece has thrown open the vaults for the largest defense spending spree in its modern history, a staggering 25 to 28 billion euros this year alone, about 3.5% of GDP. That's not just above NATO's 2% threshold, that's the kind of number that makes Brussels blush, and defense contractors start pricing yachts. The Hellenic Armed Forces are a compact but heavily armed fist, over 140,000 active personnel backed by 220,000 reservists, and a Coast Guard that's practically a small navy of its own, with 30,000 members. Break that down, and you get 95,000 soldiers on land, 25,000 air warriors, and 20,000 sailors patrolling some of the most contested waters in the world. On the ground, Greece wields over 1,200 main battle tanks, most of them Leopard 2A6s and Leopard 1A 5S. German engineering paired with Greek tenacity. They've got 2,500 plus armored fighting vehicles, over 1,000 artillery systems, and more than 100 multiple launch rocket systems, which is basically a polite way of saying, don't mess with our islands unless you enjoy fireworks.
You naughty, you teasing me, you naughty.
In the skies, over 200 combat aircraft prowl, F-16 Block 7070s, Mirage 2005s, and the sleek French Rafales that look like they were designed to fight and pose for magazine covers at the same time. Add more than 80 helicopters and 30 transport aircraft, and you've got a versatile air force capable of rapid deployment anywhere in the Aegean or beyond. And looming on the horizon, the arrival of the F-35 Lightning II, stealth, precision, and the kind of technology that makes older jets feel like dial-up internet. At sea, the Hellenic Navy sails with 11 Type 214 submarines, among the quietest and most advanced diesel-electric boats in the world. 13 frigates, 6 corvettes, over 15 fast attack craft, and a pair of amphibious ships round out a fleet built for one clear mission: dominate littoral warfare and defend the islands. And yes, that regional threat they're focused on countering begins with a T and ends with Urki. But raw hardware is just one part of the story. Greece's military doctrine has evolved into a modern, high-tech network under the ambitious Achilles Shield program, a 2.8 billion euro investment integrating anti-drone, anti-missile, anti-aircraft, anti-submarine, and AI-driven systems. By 2027, this shield will allow the Hellenic Armed Forces to operate with a level of coordination that makes joint operations sound like an understatement. Greece is also pouring resources into unmanned systems, missile defense networks like the Patriot and S-300, coastal exocet batteries, cyber warfare units, and communications upgrades that ensure any attempt at surprise will be met with rapid, organized retaliation. And let's not forget alliances. Greece has strengthened defense ties with the United States, France, Israel, and other NATO partners. In practice, this means more joint exercises, more intelligence sharing, and if push ever comes to shove, the kind of multinational backup that would make any adversary think twice before rattling the cage. To Turkey, this isn't just a neighbor upgrading its security. It's a rival arming itself with some of the most advanced kit in the world, backed by powerful friends, and doing it all with a budget that seems to be growing faster than their patience for provocations in the Aegean. Now, modernization isn't just about shiny new toys, it's about how you use them, and Greece has been rewriting its playbook. In the past, the Hellenic Armed Forces leaned heavily on static defense, guarding its islands and coasts like a shield wall. But in 2025, the doctrine is shifting toward rapid response, precision strike, and layered deterrence. Translation: if someone tries to test Greek resolve, they won't just meet resistance. They'll meet a counterattack so swift, it'll feel like the Parthenon fell on their head. The Achilles Shield program is the centerpiece of this transformation. Imagine a defense grid that can track drones, intercept cruise missiles, swat fighter jets out of the sky, and hunt submarines, all coordinated through AI that's learning and adapting faster than your phone's autocorrect. By the time this system is fully operational in 2027, the Eastern Mediterranean will look like a digital fortress with a Greek flag flying over it. And if you're thinking, but what about Turkey's drones? Well, let's just say Athens has been watching Bayraktar videos like a hawk, and then designing ways to make sure those drones have a very short and expensive flight time. The investment in cyber warfare is another quiet but critical shift. Greek cyber units are trained not just to defend networks, but to disrupt enemy communications, blind sensors, and in some scenarios, make sure that any attempted invasion starts with the attacker losing their GPS signal and possibly their Spotify playlist. Then there's Greece's geographic advantage. The country's countless islands are not just tourist paradises, they're natural forward bases, with airstrips, missile batteries, and naval stations scattered like stepping stones across the Aegean. Greece can project power over the sea lanes and choke points that matter most. If you're a hostile fleet, moving through that maze under Greek watch is like trying to sneak through a minefield while someone's shining a spotlight on you. And let's talk about morale. Greek soldiers, sailors, and pilots aren't just defending a country, they're defending a civilization that's been around for thousands of years. Every training exercise, every patrol is backed by the cultural memory of Thermopylae, Salamis, and centuries of holding the line against bigger empires. This isn't just military readiness, it's national muscle memory. Of course, Greece isn't doing this in isolation. Its alliances are force multipliers. The US provides advanced training and strategic lift capabilities. France supplies top-tier hardware like the Rafale and the future Belhara-class frigates. Israel brings unmatched expertise in missile defense and drone warfare. NATO ensures that if the worst happens, Greece won't be standing alone on the wall. The strategic implications are massive. For decades, Turkey has relied on its larger population and military budget to dominate the regional balance. But Greece's modernization blitz, combined with its geographic advantage and alliances, means the scales are starting to even out. In a short, sharp conflict over the Aegean, Athens might not just hold its ground. It could push back hard enough to make Ankara regret ever testing the waters. And here's the final twist. Greece's spending spree is sustainable. While some countries might go broke chasing prestige weapons, Athens is focusing on systems that fit its defense doctrine perfectly. It's not trying to be a global superpower, it's aiming to be an unbeatable regional one. So, in 2025, the message from Greece is crystal clear. The Phalanx has gone digital, the triremes are now stealth submarines, and if you think the Eastern Mediterranean is your playground, you'd better be ready to share or stay home. Because this isn't just a military buildup. It's a warning wrapped in history, technology, and a little bit of Greek stubbornness. And if you ignore it, well, you might just find out why the last empire that underestimated Greece isn't around anymore. If you liked this video, subscribe so you can unlock the vault to military secrets and disputes.